Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, I got you loud and clear.
Probably don't have to yell.
All right. So you got a little vent down here that you can open and close. If you start getting wet, you can pull it closed. You know how to use seatbelt, you just lift it to unbuckle it.
Yep.
Okay. That's good. So we're gonna pull out a little bit. Back to weather.
Parting runway 16. Taxiway Alpha between Charlie and Delta, closed to aircraft wingspan greater than 200 feet. Hazardous weather information for the Northeast region available on highways or flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact you have information echo. Portsmouth Tower information echo. 1656 Zulu observation. Wind 250 at 15. Gust 21. Visibility 10. Light rain. Ceiling 4000 broken. 10,000 overcast. Temperature 25. Dew point 16. Altimeter 2982. Pressure altitude plus 19 Expect visual approach runway 16. Departing runway 1.
Okay, so that's just the weather, so we listen to that before we call them up each time. And everything looks good, so I'll call them up. Portsmouth ground, RV 266 Victor Alpha, November hands rated, taxi with Echo.
RV 266 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth ground. Runway 16 at Charlie, taxi via November Alpha Charlie.
November Alpha Charlie, runway 16, RV 6 Victor Alpha. All right.
RV 6 Victor Alpha, state direction flight.
That's going to be the same as last time. We're going to go straight up to the coast and then coast southbound.
Roger.
Kronos 41, we're at the plane sense ramp, ready to taxi with Echo.
So on the ground, we steer the airplane with our feet. So you can see the pedals moving down there.
Yeah.
Kronos 41, Portsmouth ground.
And the white T's that are on top of the black there, those are the brakes.
Lima Alpha Charlie to 16
Okay.
Charlie.
So I can, if I wanted, I could just do left brake and that'll cause us to go left. If I do right brake, that'll cause us to go right.
Yeah.
And so when you're going slow, you kind of steer with the brakes a little bit, just because the rudder, which is the vertical portion of the tail, doesn't have enough airflow over it to be effective.
Yeah.
So you need to use a little bit of brake. So this really doesn't do a whole lot on the ground. You know, it's strictly, basically just your feet.
RV 6 Victor Alpha, there'll be a vehicle coming out in front of you on Alpha, turning right northbound.
I got him in sight.
This charter?
Yep, so this is Plane Sense, so it's a 135 company, which means they, they do private charter.
And Kronos 41, we do have a couple of heavies in the pattern, so for wake turbulence purposes, full length might work better for you. So runway 16, taxi Alpha, full length.
Alpha full length for Kronos 41, thanks, that's just fine.
That's the air traffic control tower right there, so that's who you can hear talking on the radio.
Oh.
see them standing up in there. Alright, we're going to be taking a left here at Charlie. The runway's so long that we don't actually need to use all of it, so there's more runway going down that way.
That's why the bigger planes.
Yeah, so he's going down there. Since we're such a small airplane, we really don't need a whole lot. He doesn't really need that much either, but it's because there's two of those big jets are in the pattern doing touch and goes. That's why they're going down. Alright. We're going to hold right here. We're going to run through our before takeoff checks. We're going to hold the brakes. Make sure we have full movement in our stick, and if you look at the wings, you can see everything moving. And then the tail also moves up and down, back and forth. Okay, fuel is on, choke is off, fuses are in, ignition A and B are both on. RPM up to 4,000. We got 4,000 RPM, we check the ignition systems. Everything's running smooth. And we'll dial it back. Still running smooth. Switch over to tower. All right, so I'll do the takeoff and the landing. Once we get up to the smooth altitude, I'll let you fly it.
Okay.
All right.
Pack 31, heavy contact GCA.
Pack 31, switching to GCA. Kronos 41 will be ready when it's our turn, hold short of 3-4.
Cross 41, Portsmouth Tower, roger.
Portsmouth Tower, V266, Victor Alpha, hold short 16 Charlie in sequence.
MV266 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth Tower, roger, hold short runway 16 Charlie.
Hold short 16 Charlie, 6 Victor Alpha. Alright, so we got another plane coming into land.
Team 34, reestablish on downwind.
Team 34, heavy, roger, extend your downwind. You're going to be number 2, follow the PC-12 on a 1 mile final, and I have 1 IFR departure to get up for your arrival.
Okay, we'll extend downwind. I expect a call from you then.
No problem, sir.
Copy, thanks.
So what we'll do, pretty much the same flight I just did with your sister. We'll go out. Here's the coastline right here. We're going to go pretty much straight out to the coast, follow the coast, southbound, go over like Hampton Beach, Salisbury Beach, go out towards Plum Island, Newburyport, swing around there. We'll come back up the coast, up to Cape Kinetic, go over like Nubble Lighthouse, circle around Nubble Lighthouse, and then we'll come back in. When we come back into land, we'll go by downtown Portsmouth.
Okay. Cool.
Team 34, heavy, base turn is approved, traffic's the PC-12, holding in position.
Base turn approved, and Team 34 is left base, good up.
Kronos 47, left turn, Bravo, contact ground off.
That's a Bravo, contact ground, Kronos 47.
Team 34 Heavy, roger, continue.
We're just waiting our turn in line. We got one guy that's about to take off.
Kronos 41, on departure, turn left, direct Kennebunk, climb maintain 3000, runway 16, wind 240 at 9, clear for takeoff. Traffic is a heavy DC-10, turning a 5 mile final.
Thanks, clear for takeoff, runway 16, direct Kennebunk, maintain 3000, Kronos 41.
Team 34 Heavy, check wheels down, runway 16, wind 240 at 9, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, carrier is down, Team 34 Heavy.
Alright, so we're gonna have to watch this guy land.
Kronos 41, contact Boston departure.
Order departure, good day, Kronos 41.
Good day.
A little bounce.
Yeah.
Towards the tower, good afternoon, Biscayne 176, ready upon region 16.
Biscayne 176, Portsmouth Tower, hold short, runway 16, expect a timid delay for wake turbulence.
Roger, hold short 16, continue 176.
Team 34 Heavy, extend upwind 3 miles, then right close, traffic approved.
Actually, send upwind 3 miles on right close, Team 34 Heavy.
Team 34 Heavy, I do have a few departures. I need to get out before your next arrival.
No problem.
So right now we're waiting because after a big jet like that takes off, you have to wait for the what's called wake turbulence, and that's the airflow off of the wing. That's like it's a rotating airflow. It's almost like a horizontal tornado, and so if we fly into that, it can be pretty uncomfortable. So we wait for it to dissipate and wait for it to go away before we take off.
Is there another word for it? I think I've...
Wingtip vortices. There's...
Maybe. I've heard of it. I just didn't know if it... was called something else.
What we usually use for call it is the wake turbulence.
Army 6 Victor Alpha, stage direction on departure.
We want to be straight out, but if you want, I can do a left or right turn and intercept the coast from there to get out off your departure.
Roger, sir, thanks. Continue holding short.
Hold short.
You guys slow down the pattern for Team 3-4.
And Team 3-4, affirmative if you can.
Okay, we'll slow down.
Team 3-4, you are going to be following a heavy KC-135 on 10 mile final. Army 6 Victor Alpha, runway 16 at Charlie, wind 230 at 7. Clear for takeoff, left turn out is approved. Traffic to heavy KC-135 on a 7 mile final.
Clear for takeoff, 16 Charlie, left turn out approved, 6 Victor Alpha. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Biscayne 176, runway 16, line up and wait. Traffic to heavy KC-135, coming up on a 6 mile final.
16, line up and wait, Biscayne 176.
Here we go.
Team 3-4, heavy traffic.
Pages are green, speed's live.
Team 3-4, heavy, copy.
Pack through and heavy Portsmouth tire, yep.
Tower Pack 3-1's with you, 6.0 ILS option radar.
Pack through and heavy Portsmouth tower, traffic is a Boeing 737 taking the runway for departure.
Pack 3-1, roger.
Victor Alpha, when able, make your left turn up.
Starting the left turn, 6 Victor Alpha.
Thank you, sir. Biscayne 176, runway 16, wind 220 at 6. Clear for takeoff, traffic to heavy KC-135 on a 5 mile final.
Clear for takeoff, Biscayne 176.
Team 4 heavy, do you have the heavy KC-135 on a 4 mile final in set?
Affirmative.
Roger, sir, you're number 2 following that traffic. Caution wake turbulence, check wheels down, wind 230 at 6. Clear for the option.
Clear for the option, gear down number 2, Team 3-4 heavy.
Pack through and heavy check wheels down, runway 16, wind 230 at 7. Clear for the option.
So for Team 3-4, it got muffled.
Team 3-4 heavy second.
You had made a transition and it got muffled. I wasn't quite sure what you had said.
Sorry about that, sir. Someone step down you one more time, please.
Disregard.
Roger.
And I think I heard Pack 3-1 is cleared option.
Pack through and heavy affirmative.
All right, so you can go ahead and take it now. All right, so you just be real light on the controls. It's very sensitive. We're just going to fly straight out this way. We're climbing through 1,300 right now.
Clear for the option, wind 230 at 8.
Clear for the option on Team 3-4 heavy.
Biscayne 176, contact Boston departure, good day.
Departure, good day, Biscayne 176.
We're going to level off at about 2,000 feet. We're passing through 1,800 right now, so another 200 feet and we'll level off. All right, so start pushing forward on the stick, real easy. That's going to start dropping the nose down. Keep pushing. Now we'll reduce some power. Now you can see the horizon out in front of you. And we can trim it a little bit to make it a little bit easier to hold.
Pack through and heavy contact GCA.
Switch it, back through.
Now you can go ahead and make a left turn, kind of follow the coastline. So we'll do opposite of what we did with your sister. We'll go down this way first, then we'll go up the other way.
Runway 16, expect a 2-minute delay for wake turbulence.
No problem, we're holding short of 16, XO 772.
Tower, Victor Papa, Bravo, Bravo Whiskey, midfield left, downwind.
Victor Papa, Bravo, Bravo Whiskey, ports from the tower, report left base, runway 16.
Roger.
You can see on the screen here, so it shows weather, but it also shows other aircraft. So you can see right here, that's that guy right there. So he's 2,200 feet above us and descending.
Heavy extend upwind 3 miles again and then make left close traffic.
Upwind 3 miles left closed. Team
What's the limit between how close an airplane can be with each other?
So it depends on the airplane. Like for us, we want to stay kind of far away because of that wake turbulence that they have.
Yeah.
So we usually don't get too close to like bigger airplanes, but if it's like a smaller airplane, we can go a couple thousand feet apart.
Tower, it's Kronos 794, holding short runway 16 at Charlie. Request the option on departure and then a left turn out.
Kronos 794, Portsmouth Tower, Roger, hold short runway 16 at Charlie for wake turbulence.
Holding short, Kronos 794.
Pretty cool?
Very cool.
Bravo, Bravo Whiskey, Roger.
So different from being like in a big airplane when you only have your tiny window, but
yep. Now you can see everything. And you're flying a lot lower too, so everything's closer and you can see more detail. Alright, so the lighthouse is out there on that rock. You're swing out to the right a little bit, and then you're going to do a 360 over top of the lighthouse. So it's right out here over to the right. You'll be at the end of the peninsula. A little bit more to the right. You should be able to see it out there now.
234.
Actually smoother for your flight than it was for your sister's.
Yeah?
Yeah, hers was a little choppier.
ExoJet 772, runway 16, wind 220 at 6, clear for takeoff. Traffic is a Boeing 737 on a 3-mile left base.
Okay, clear for takeoff, runway 16, XO 772.
Team 34, heavy, you're going to be number 2, following a Boeing 737 on a left base. It's about 3 miles out on left base.
Team 34, have them a sec. Number 2.
There's Noble Light.
Bravo Whiskey, traffic is a citation taking the runway for departure.
Did you say something?
Yeah, I said that's Noble Light down there.
Oh.
Bravo Whiskey, check wheels down, runway 34, wind 230 at 7, clear to land.
Clear to land 16, Bravo Whiskey.
Let's do a full 360 around it. And pull back on the stick a little bit. So what happens when you go into a turn, you actually lose lift, so the airplane starts to descend. So you have to pull back on the stick just a tiny bit just to get it to hold altitude. You can keep going around, back on the other side of it. Alright, now go ahead and make a right turn and go like directly to the beach here.
Affirmative.
Copy.
ExoJet 772, contact Boston departure.
Departure, we'll see ya.
Team 3-4 Heavy, cancel your landing clearance. Could you extend your downwind and turn your base about the final approach fix and get one more aircraft out, and then our departures will be gone?
Okay, extend out to approximately 5 miles or 6 miles and make our base. Team 3-4 Heavy.
Do you remember how on the ground the rudder pivots the nose back and forth so it can turn? So in the air it does the same thing. So if we go right rudder, it'll swing us back and forth. See how that works?
For runway 16 at Charlie, line up and wait. Traffic is a heavy DC-10 turning at 6 miles.
So the whole idea with the rudder is to keep this ball centered.
794, line up and
So see if I go too much rudder, the ball swings out.
Yep.
So we want to keep just enough rudder in there
Left turn, takes over. Contact ground
to keep the ball centered up. And whenever you go into a turn, you'll use a little bit of rudder in that direction. Can you reach the pedals? There you go. So it would just be like a little bit of rudder in the direction you move the stick. So if you move it left, you'll be left rudder. If you move it right, it'll be right rudder. Okay? You can go ahead and make a left turn. We're right over top of 95, right here. You can just follow 95 back south a little bit.
794, runway 16 at Charlie, wind 220 at 6, clear for takeoff, left turn out is approved.
Clear for takeoff, left turns approved, Chrono 794.
There you go, and then roll wings level. A little bit of right rudder as you roll out. There you go.
Team 3-4 Heavy, you can resume normal speed.
Normal speed, and we have our gear down. Team 3-4 Heavy.
Runway 16, 220 at 6, clear for the option. Thanks for your help.
Clear for the option. No problem. Team 3-4 Heavy.
Alright, now kind of shoot back for the coast over this way. See the big white ship that's out in the water there?
Yep.
So fly right towards that.
Chrono 794, contact Boston departure, good day.
Over to departure, Chrono 784, see you.
Tower back 3-1, 10.3 ILS with the KC-10 in sight, gear down.
3 on Heavy, Portsmouth Tower, roger, report at 3 miles final.
We're 3 miles back, 3-1.
Alright, so right now we're at 87 knots. That's roughly like 90 miles an hour, a little over 90 miles an hour. We're at 2,100 feet, going a 184 degree heading. So we're going south.
Yep. For you, is it harder to land or take off?
Yeah, it's definitely harder to land than it is to really do anything else.
Afternoon, Portsmouth Tower, Kronos 1017.
Call tower second.
That's our Kronos 1017. We're about 20 to the northwest inbound, and we do have the weather.
Kronos 1017, Portsmouth Tower, ident.
Okay, and then you can kind of go parallel to the coast.
Team 3-4 heavy, extend upwind, 3 miles in right close, traffic approved. You're going to be number 3 following a bearing, about 1-3 miles to fly.
Okay, extend upwind 3 miles, then right closed. Team 3-4 heavy, number 3.
You can see it's a big Coast Guard ship that's down there.
Kronos 1017. Enter left base runway 16.
Alright, we'll enter a left base runway 16, Kronos 1017.
Kronos 1017, actually, if you want to make a straight in and just offset my extended runway center line, I have a Baron that's turning a 11 mile final. He's only going 130 knots.
Alright, we'll come over, we'll set it for the straight in and we'll offset it. Do you have preference on side? You want us on the left or the right?
You can just stay on the right.
Factory wants 2 miles.
Victor and heavy, check wheels down, runway 16, wind 220 at 5, clear for the option.
Clear option, runway 16, factory 1.
That was pretty cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Easier than you thought it would be?
Well, I'm not doing much.
11 to 12 o'clock, 4 miles, just on the base leg.
Yeah, we got him on the TCAS right now. We'll maneuver to try to come in behind him for Kronos 1017.
Roger, if you want to come in behind him, you can just make a left 360 out there. He's now doing 130 knots indicated.
All right, 360 is approved, and we'll come in behind him, Kronos 1017.
Team 3-4 heavy, I do have another amendment to route going back to McGuire. I think this should be the final one.
Okay, ready to copy.
It's Hampton, Manta, Drift, and then Charlie Yankee, November direct.
Okay, Manta, Drift, coil, back to McGuire. Team 3-4 heavy.
You're back correct, sir. Go and heavy contact GCX. Factory and heavy contact GCF.
Switch factory.
Portsmouth Tower, Baron 97 Romeo Sierra is on a 6.5 mile final 16.
Baron 97 Romeo Sierra, Portsmouth Tower. Check wheels down, runway 16, wind 220 at 5, clear for the option.
Wheels down, cleared for the option, 97 Romeo Sierra.
Team 3-4 heavy, make a wide left 360, report reestablished, midfield downwind.
360, will go.
You can see right up there, there's another aircraft passing us. He's on the screen here. He's also that diamond right there.
Now at the final approach fix.
All right, thanks. Any chance for a long landing?
Affirmative.
Are they just training when they come in and just touch down?
Yep. Yeah, just practicing. What got you interested in flying? Your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he tell you some pretty cool stories?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you want to fly for like a career or just for fun?
Well, sounds like Dad says that there's like coming up that there's a loss of pilots for the...
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty desperate for pilots.
And it's fun, so...
Yeah, it's definitely fun. Once we get on the other side of the airport, we'll be able to do a little bit more turns.
3 following a PC-12 on a 6-mile final.
And
see the airport's right there.
4, extend our downwind.
That's where we just left.
And we're reestablished.
Roger.
Seven Romeo Sierra, I'd like a wind check, please.
Wind 220 at 4.
Thank you.
Cross 1017, check wheels down, runway 16, wind 220 at 4, clear to land, long landing is approved.
Clear land, 16, long landing approved, Cross 1017, thanks.
Team 34, heavy traffic you're following is just ahead and to your right, descending on 1,800.
Team 34, inside.
Roger, you're number 2 following that traffic.
Sorry, did you say follow traffic?
Affirmative.
Follow traffic, Team 34.
Alright, so straight ahead is Hampton Beach. I'm going to have you fly down Hampton Beach.
November 7 Romeo Sierra, roger.
It's going to be right after that peninsula that's up there.
Number 7 Romeo Sierra, contact Boston departure.
Going back to Boston approach, 97 Romeo Sierra.
Alright, so now what you can do is make a right turn. Kind of go 9 degrees to the coast.
Boston Barra 97 Romeo Sierra is climbing through 1,500 to 3,500.
Still up tower, contact Boston departure 125.05.
Water looks crazy from up here.
Pretty cool looking.
Team 34, secure down.
Team 34, heavy runway 16, wind 220 at 5, clear for the option.
Clear for the option.
Alright, so you can go left, go parallel to the beach.
Kronos 1017, left turn, taxiway Bravo, contact ground 1 off.
Touchdown Bravo over to ground. Have a good one, Kronos 1017.
You too.
Go a little bit more to the right. I want you to have Hampton Beach off to the left so you can look down on it. Keep going a little further.
Is all Hampton Beach, like all the way up to there? Or just here?
So it's just this portion here. Once you see the inlet, the river there,
yep.
That's then Seabrook and then Salisbury. So right now we're directly over Hampton Beach.
Team 3-4, cross close.
Team 3-4, heavy right close, traffic approved, your number 2 following heavy KC 135 on an 8-mile final.
Right close, number 2, team 3-4. You guys are busy.
A little bit, not too bad.
Back 31, 7.5 ILS, option, radar.
Back 31, heavy, took wheels down, runway 16, wind 2205, clear for the option.
Good option, 16, back 31, gear down.
Team 3-4 heavy, traffic gear final, and it's on the 4-mile final.
Negative contact, team 3-4 heavy.
Team 3-4 heavy, roger, extend downwind.
Team 3-4, extend downwind. And Team 3-4, we have the traffic in sight.
Team 3-4 heavy, roger, number 2, following that traffic. Caution wake turbulence, check wheels down, runway 16, wind 2105, clear for the option.
Clear for the option number 2, team 3-4 heavy.
Right now we're over Salisbury Beach, and after the river up here, that's Plum Island. And on the other side of the river over there is Newburyport.
Cool.
That's where we're going to go fly next, is Newburyport. So you can keep flying straight until you hit the river, then hang a right turn up the river, and have Newburyport off your left side. you have any questions?
Probably have some in a few. Does this have lights so you can like fly at night?
Yep, the lights are all on right now. They're out on the wingtips though, so you can't see them. And then there's this little red light back here that lights up the panel at night. Now we're in Massachusetts. Now you can go ahead and make a right turn, kind of follow the river up.
Spec 31's going to switch.
Spec 31 heavy, contact GCA, sir.
Clearing out now.
It's actually still pretty windy over here. Where it's not raining, it's much gustier. You can see the windmills out there.
Oh yeah.
See how fast they're spinning? There's another one up here in town that's also spinning pretty fast. So it's still pretty windy over here. It was calm at the airport. That's why you can feel more bumps.
Yeah.
Team 34 heavy, right close traffic approved, report base.
Right close, Team 34 heavy. And for Team 34, this is going to be our last pattern, like pick up my RFI clearance when able.
Team 34 heavy, sorry about that. I don't think I was going out. You just had a delay here, so you can expect radar vectors, runway heading to 3000, then radar vectors to Hampton, Manta, Drift, and then Charlie Yankee November direct.
Okay, radar vectors 3,000 feet, and then direct Hampton, Manta, Drift, Coil, direct. Team 34 heavy.
Team 34 heavy, you remain on the same squawk, and I'm not sure what your final altitude was filed.
Okay, perfect. We'll maintain the same squawk. Thank you.
And see right down there, parallel to the road, that's Plum Island Airport. You see the airplane sitting in the grass down there?
Yeah.
And that strip of grass, that's that we're kind of perpendicular to you right now, that's actually a runway. You can land over there in the grass.
And there's a paved runway.
Yep, they've got paved and grass. Alright, go ahead and make a right turn. I'll kind of loop around downtown here.
High school?
Yep.
Team 3, check wheels down, runway 16, wind 220 at 5, clear for the option.
And we're right base, gear down, clear for the option, Team 34 heavy, thanks.
There's 95 again. You can go ahead and make a right turn, follow 95.
It really does drop when you turn.
Yeah. Yeah, so you need a little bit of nose up in the turns. And the steeper you turn, the more it's going to drop.
Yeah.
So if you do like a fairly shallow turn, it won't really drop a whole lot, but if you go into a steep turn, it will.
Portsmouth Tower, Cessna 172, Mike Lima.
Team 3-4 Heavy, contact Boston departure, good day.
Okay, it's 12505, switch in. Thanks for all your help today, Team 3-4 Heavy.
Anytime, sir. Cessna 2 Mike Lima, Portsmouth Tower.
Yeah, Cessna 2 Mike Lima, Cessna 172, level 3000. We're just southeast of the field at 3000, overflying the field to the north.
Cessna 2 Mike Lima, roger of traffic. 12 o'clock, 2 miles southbound is heavy DC 10, 2000, climbing to 3.
Insight, 2 Mike Lima.
Roger.
Go a little bit more to the right. 95's over here now. There you go. What do you like best about this so far?
View is something.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's beautiful up here.
Yeah.
Even on a gray, rainy day, it's still pretty.
Yeah.
Zulu observation. Wind 240 at 08. Visibility 10. Light rain. Ceiling 3,500 broken. 10,000 overcast. Temperature 22. Dew point 19er. Altimeter 29er82. Pressure altitude plus 19er5. Expect visual approach runway 16. Departing runway 16. Taxiway Alpha between Charlie and Delta close to aircraft wingspan greater than 200 feet. Hazardous weather information for the Northeast region available on highways or flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact you have information Foxtrot. Portsmouth Tower information Foxtrot. 1756 Zulu observation. Wind 240 at 08. Visibility 10. Light rain. Ceiling 3,000.
Alright, and up here is Route 101. You're going to make a left turn and follow Route 101. That'll bring us over towards Exeter. Can you tell where you are?
Pack 3-1, 3.9 ILS.
Yeah, I know where we are with the 101.
Yeah. Exeter's straight off the nose there.
16, wind 220 at 4. Yeah, clear for the option.
Good option, pack 3-1.
Have information Foxtrot.
Tower, Boeing Victor Papa Bravo Bravo Whiskey, ready for 16 from Alpha.
Okay, I know where we are now.
Yeah, you see downtown?
Yeah.
Papa Bravo
Our house is like up there.
Hold short runway 16. Expected 2-minute delay for wake turbulence.
Hold short of 16 at Alpha for Bravo Bravo Whiskey.
And Tower, pack 3-1, request close.
Pack 3-1, heavy extend upwind 2 miles down left close. Traffic approved, port of left midfield downwind.
Extend 2 miles and then left traffic, pack 3-1.
Find your house yet?
I think it's pretty far that way.
Yeah.
Line up and wait at 16 from Alpha Bravo Bravo Whiskey.
Okay, go ahead and make a right turn, like 90-degree right turn. aim right for the water.
Bravo, Bravo, Whiskey, runway 16, wind 200 at 4, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff on runway 16, Bravo, Bravo, Whiskey.
Is the airport this right there?
Yep. Portsmouth Tower, V266, Victor Alpha, 6.5 to the west, inbound, Foxtrot, full stop.
V266, Victor Alpha, Portsmouth Tower, enter right downwind runway 16, report midfield.
Right down 16, report midfield, 6 Victor Alpha. Alright, you can shoot right for the airport over this way.
And I'm sure you know about Kronos 610's ready.
Kronos 67, Portsmouth Tower, roger, hold short, runway 16.
Hold short.
Bravo, Bravo, Whiskey, contact Boston departure, good day.
Have a great one, Bravo, Bravo, Whiskey. Thanks for the help.
Alright, and let's descend down to 1,100. So right now we're at 1,900. We'll reduce some power, just let the nose fall down a little bit. That'll be how we start descending down.
Kronos 610, runway 16, wind 200 at 4, clear for takeoff, drives a heavy KC 135 approaching the left base.
Okay, clear for takeoff, runway 16, Kronos 610.
Pack through and heavy traffic taking the runway for departure as a PC-12.
Was that for Pack 3-1?
Pack through and heavy, affirmative.
Say again.
Traffic taking the runway for departure as a PC-12.
And Pack 3-1, and we're just going to extend our downwind just a bit here.
3-1, heavy, roger.
Okay, got another 150 feet to go. You can start bringing the nose back up now. Good. Harvey 6 Victor Alpha is joining a right down on 16 midfield.
Harvey 6 Victor Alpha, roger. Pack 3-1 heavy, how much further are you going to extend?
We're in the turn now.
Pack 3-1 heavy, roger. Harvey 6 Victor Alpha, your number 2, following heavy KC 135 on a 3 mile left base.
In sight, 6 Victor Alpha.
6 Victor Alpha, roger, number 2, following that traffic, caution wake turbulence.
Number 2, following traffic, 6 Victor Alpha.
Kronos 610, contact Boston departure, good day.
Have a good day, Kronos 610.
We're following
124 is ready to go 16.
Kronos 124, Portsmouth Tower, hold short runway 16.
Hold short 16, Kronos 124.
And Pack 3-1, we're about 3.5 on the VFR.
Pack 3-1 heavy, roger. Check wheels down, runway 16, wind 200 at 4, clear for the option.
Good option, runway 16, gear down, Pack 3-1.
Okay, he's going to pass off our right side. And you can just keep flying straight up this way. Alright, you can go ahead and make a right turn. Okay, wings level.
Is that the airport? Like.
Nope, it's right over here.
Oh. Completely lost it.
Okay, now start turning to line yourself up.
Every 6 Victor Alpha is turning final, 16 full stop.
Victor Alpha, check wheels down, runway 16, wind 200 at 30, clear to land, caution wake turbine, KC 135.
Clear to land 16, Victor Alpha.
Factory 1 heavy, extend upwind to the coast, then make right close traffic, report midfield.
Factory 1 will extend upwind.
Alright, so just aim right down the center of the runway. Bring the nose up just a little bit. Start getting it slowed down. Alright, now go ahead and take it over here.
Cross 124, runway 16, line up and wait.
Runway 16, Kronos 124.
Victor Alpha, Fable left on Charlie.
Tower, convoy 4021 is approaching Putty. Speed on lock, full stop.
Convoy 4021, Portsmouth Tower, Port 3 mile, final 16.
Convoy 4021, Wilco.
Victor Alpha, thanks for the help, contact ground.
Over to ground, 6 Victor Alpha.
Cross 124, runway 16, winds 210 at 3, clear for takeoff, on departure 5 runway heading, clear maintain 3000, Boeing 737, 5 mile final.
Runway 3000, 124.
Alright, we're back.
That was awesome.
Portsmouth ground, RV 266 Victor Alpha, clear 16 Charlie, back in November.
RV 266 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth ground, taxi park, the Alpha November.
Taxi parking, Alpha November, 6 Victor Alpha, thanks.
We had the long drive all the way back. Do you think you want to be a pilot now?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
It is. It looks fun. I really want to learn how to like land and take off.
Yeah. It's not too hard. The landing's definitely harder than takeoff. Takeoff isn't too bad. But it's landing probably isn't, on a really nice day, it's not as hard as you would think it is. Especially this airplane in particular is very easy to land. If there was a little bit less crosswind, I was going to have you land it. And then we started drifting at the end there, and I was like, all right, I got to take it.
Did Bella?
What?
Did Bella?
No, she didn't do it. She probably could have too, but the way that the controllers had us come in, it was really tight turn. I wouldn't expect her to be able to do that.
Well, that made my day, my week, the month, maybe the year.
He's gonna come out and do some more.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like it rained pretty hard here. There's the fam.